Welcome to the talk show Promising Bangladesh is sponsored by Crown Cement, and this is Sinha M.S. Saeed anchoring this very talk show. Viewers, today we have invited a very special guest to talk on the issues, especially in America, India and Bangladesh. And he is Mr. Ansar Uddin Khan Pathan. How are you, Mr. Ansar Uddin Khan Pathan?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Sinha. I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you very much. You know very well that election in America, especially the office of the President of America, is already focused. And Mr. Donald Trump, who occupied this office as 44th President, now he is going to be the 47th President of the United States of America. You have seen what happened there. So many things are thrills, drama plays are there, especially the media world, intelligentsia, business community and the political arena are very much concerned what is going to take place finally. And it is almost decided. Donald Trump is the 47th President of the United States of America. What is your overall focus on the issues?
Yeah, that is one of the greatest shows on earth, I would say. Every 4 years, this show takes place in the US, and all the conscious people around the globe, they all keep eyes on this issue, especially on this election. So there were a lot of stories, a lot of rumors, and the news all around the world about this election. People's minds were packed with the news and rumors regarding this election. And the speculation was that the fight would be neck to neck, but it looks a little bit different. Trump gets easy victory, almost easy victory over Kamala Harris. And results are still coming, but it is almost sure that Trump is once again becoming the President of the United States. He is the 47th President once again. He's unprecedented. He was President earlier, and later on he was defeated, and again he's coming back as the President.
Before that, Hillary Clinton,
yes,
she was defeated, but she got in popular vote,
right,
30 lakhs vote. But the electoral system in America is something different. And do you think this time, if Kamala Harris, there is no possibility because we know that Trump is already, I think he will be in a position to cross 300 seats.
Okay.
So, popular vote and electoral vote, both he will be winner.
Right.
What is your understanding about the electoral system in America?
There is a very complex system in America. It's very complex, really. To understand for us, our elections is very simple. You just go and vote for the MPs you want to select, and MPs will select the Prime Minister. But in their case, it is really different. For every state, there are 2 seats for senators, and there is certain number of electorate college, they say, and that depends on the population of that particular state. So in some states, they have more than 50 seats, 50 electoral college, and some states is only 2. This is very peculiar. So sometimes even Hillary Clinton, she got more popular votes than Trump, but ultimately Trump, he won in the previous election because of this system. So this time it is seen that in both popular and electorate college votes, in both the systems, Trump is going to win. That means the American need a change. They thought of making a change because the world has experienced some very rare experiences, rare scenes during the last 4 years. Particularly the COVID-19. America was also affected, like the whole world, in 2020. Later on, the Ukraine war, that is another issue. vibrant issue in the world, and later on in Israel, what is happening over there, Israel and Palestinians. These are the three major incidents, major happenings took place around the globe. So all these things has made the Americans to think in a different way. The way the last president faced these situations, the American perhaps didn't like it. They need a change. They need a new approach to the issues.
And do you think Kamala Harris, she did better in comparison with Joe Biden, but still there is a perception that any female in the history of America is not in a position so far to go to the chair, the office of the President of United States of America. It is almost settled, but maybe in future there may be change indeed. In your analysis, what are the two important issues that invited the defeat of Kamala Harris?
Yes, the number one, what you have told, perhaps Americans are not yet ready to elect a female for that chair. Maybe, it's my assumption, I'm not sure. And second thing is that perhaps the Americans wish that the president should take a stronger role in the whole politics of the world, in the phenomena of politics in the whole world. America should take a stronger role, a vibrant role, comparing the present one. So they think perhaps the lady will not be the correct person to voice their thoughts. So this might cause this defeat. But in the days to come, I think someday, yes, a female will be elected in America, because only a few years back, nobody thought that a black will be the president of America. But it was done later on. So I'm sure some lady will come and he will take the chair. And I'm also sure that she will lead America in the same way as a male does. So we need to wait. Americans need to wish to wait maybe further to select a lady. But
another important point for you, there is a basic difference between Republican and the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
This regarding the abortion. Republican believes it must be pro-life, means abortion must take place, keeping the life of coming mother alive.
Right.
You cannot kill the child. But Democrat believes it's a pro-choice. It is up to the choice of the female whether she will go for abortion or not. And the time doesn't matter. Any time she can do it. Even infanticide can take place. That do you think this very important thing, which is very much objection from the point of view of religion also?
Yeah.
I mean Christian, Muslim and other, even Jews. Do you think these issues played a role here also?
Yeah, that's an important issue in American politics. Some of the states, they support this abortion. Some states, they are not yet ready to support this abortion. So there is a debate in the American society. So I think, yes, it is also has got some impact in the election results. But what I think, the abortion will be legal throughout America in the days to come.
This is not the question of abortion, question of time.
Yeah.
Any time abortion can take place. Question is no. Republicans say no. it must be ethical from the point of view of religion also. You cannot kill the coming child.
Yes.
That is the main question. Democrat says no problem. Anytime she can do it.
Yeah.
So abortion is not the question. Question abortion, yes. Republicans also believe in abortion.
All right.
But that abortion should be in a very ethical manner.
I think any religion also supports that the life should be there. Once the life comes in the womb of a mother, that should be carried on. That shouldn't be killed. Yes, there is ethical ground, no doubt, and that has got an impact on the voters' mind, I'm sure, and that has worked well for the winners. That we must say, because one of the great issues in the election campaign.
Thank you very much. Another point is that Trump says, if elected, he will not allow the Ukraine war anymore, and he's committed. And he says he will reorganize the NATO and will go for any war. He believes negotiation, dialogue, business. It means what the Democrat says. Initially and historically it is proved. Whenever the Democrats are in power, they go for wars.
Yeah.
But ironically, they should not do it. And do you think the Ukraine war and the problems in the Middle East, especially the Israel, at this time, so many states are involved, Lebanon, Jordan, other countries nearby. Israel is bombarding both places. And do you think there will be some sorts of positive message for the world as a whole?
Yeah, Mr. Trump told that he will be stopping this war, but he never disclosed what is the mechanism, how he's going to stop this war, and how he's going to intervene this war. But since he'll be the new president, there might be a new approach to the problem. But America is committed to support the NATO in Europe. So America is always with the NATO. So whatever America does in Europe, that must be supported by the NATO. So till now, NATO is with the Ukraine, not with Putin. So the same case with the US. And there might be two ways to stop the war. One is to strengthen Ukraine further, to push back Putin. And the second thing is that inviting both the parties in a negotiation. And America should play a vital role, not supporting Putin, not supporting Ukraine even. America should be at the middle. So if there is an extensive negotiation, extensive talks, there might be a solution. There might be a solution, but it is not through war, what I feel. Even if America sides with the Ukraine with more strength, with supplying more weapons to Ukraine and helping them in other ways, the situation will not improve, I believe, because Russia is a great power in that region. And over the years, Russia has got his foot stronger than before, so more consolidated. And internally, Russia is also in a peaceful state now. Putin is enjoying the support of the Russians, so he is stronger now. But in case of Ukraine, I would say that it's becoming a little bit weaker. The NATO is not supporting as it did earlier. So Ukraine is losing its ground, losing its strength in the war. So this is the right time for the America to take a chance to stop. So we're curious to know what Mr. Trump does. He says he would be stopping this war anyway, but apparently it's not a very easy matter to do.
Thank you very much.
I don't know.
Apparently not easy matter. Thank you very much. We are going for a short break. Viewers, we're going for a short break. Please keep watching. We are back to the talk show. Promising Bangladesh is sponsored by Crown Cement, and we were having talks with Mr. Ansar Uddin Khan Pathan, a political analyst and a keen observer of the happenings in the subcontinent. Well, Mr. Ansaruddin, Trump is already elected. So India is waiting for this, especially the Prime Minister Modi, known as the best friend of Trump. And Modi went to America last time, and he had a very big rally of the Indian peoples are there, and openly said he spoke in favor of Mr. Trump. And he also uttered the word, the next time Trump is the next president of United States of America. But he was defeated. But this time, Modi is the Prime Minister of India, Trump is now the President of India. And they have the close nexus between the two. And everybody is very much apprehensive of the whole thing, that maybe these two giants together play a new role in South Asia. What is your realization?
Okay. India didn't announce officially that they are supporting Trump.
Last time they supported.
Last time when he went to the US, yes, they had a special talk. I heard that. But officially, India didn't announce that. But it's a general conception, understanding among the people. Yes, both of them are very good friends. They had ties. This is fine because America always has a very good relation with India, and when India has a good relation with America for their own strategic purposes. India needs America beside him to fight China. You know, the China and India, the relation is not that good, and they are not real friends till now. So India is always looking after the America to support him in fighting China.
Thank you very much. My next asking to you about Bangladesh. Before election, Donald Trump made a statement in his own social media, as the same published everywhere. And he said, minority peoples are not safe in Bangladesh and other countries also. But there is great protest from Bangladesh and other countries also, because Modi is just emotionally told it, somebody says. Now he is in power. If that letter works now, there is a big problem. Because emotional statement sometimes creates a sense of phobia in the minds of those who are real victim of the whole things. And what shall be the new setup relationship between America and Bangladesh under Modi and Professor Dr. Yunus now?
Yeah, Mr. Trump, he wrote in an X post that the Hindus here in Bangladesh, they have been attacked, they have been ransacked, there are chaos in Bangladesh. Those are not real facts, I believe. And I also believe that what he wrote there in the X post, that is to draw the attention of the Indian American voters. So what Trump believes, that if he favors Hinduism, or if he is with the belief of the people of India, he might get the support the Indians who are living in America. That's a huge number, and Trump needs the votes of those people. that community. Because Kamala Harris, her forefather also went from India, so it's a common belief that she will be getting the Indian voters because of her blood. I think what Mr. Trump said, it is to fight that phobia that Indian voters might side with her. So he needs to bring them back in favor of him. I think it was not an emotional statement. It was just to draw the attention of the voters, nothing else. And because it is not the fact what he said in his tweet or in his X post. So the situation is not that grave what he told in his post. And I think the India also believes that it is not that grave as the situation is drawn in the post. So what I believe, it will not have that impact in the internal politics of Bangladesh or the situation in Bangladesh, because the scenario would be totally changed after the election. So it is widely believed that the new government of Bangladesh, the interim government in Bangladesh, is highly supported by the US, though it was not a pleasant change for India for various reasons. But for America, it is a pleasant change because it is widely believed that America backed this interim government, backed the revolution of the students and the public protests on the street for a democratic government, to establish real democracy in Bangladesh, which is not there for the last 15 years. And unfortunately, Indian government apparently was supporting the previous regime, and this was not the same with the US. US didn't support the previous government, so there is a conflict of interest between India and America. But anyway, these are the past incidents for both the states. I believe both the states, India and America, they will have a very good relation with the government which is now in Bangladesh, and the government which will be elected very soon in the country. They will have.
I draw your attention to issue. You know the Quad, an Indo-Pacific strategy,
Yeah.
where America and India, big partners, even the headquarters of the Quad naval squad, that is under the leadership of India. Thing is that India, for its own interest, having Trump beside, shall try to create some sorts of influence over Bangladesh, because this government is not India-friendly government.
Yeah.
Apparently, stagnant relationship is going on. And Trump perhaps is waiting, Mr. Modi, to see the change in America. And it is widely believed that Sheikh Hasina, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan and President of Bangladesh Awami League, she has played to India. And India has given her shelter, especially the special privileges. It is also believed that India has a role to play taking Hasina. Together they will play a role. And there is a phobia in Bangladesh also. Do you think Sheikh Hasina shall be in a position to have any plus points from America through India?
I don't think so, because America has expressed more than once its view about Bangladesh's politics. The ambassador who served here for the last 15 years, various ambassadors, they were very much clear about supporting democracy, and they were not very pleased with the government. In various occasions, they have expressed it. Even Donald Lu, who looks after the South Asian matters in the US government. He was also very critical with Bangladesh's previous regime. Time and again he told it, and America has imposed sanctions on particular persons of Bangladesh, and particularly the RAB forces of Bangladesh. So all these incidents it's clear that America was not in favor of the previous government. So it is unexpected, and I don't think so that America would be supporting previous regime and will ask India to help to establish the previous government again here in Bangladesh. I don't think so, because it is past. But it is no doubt that Modi's government had a very good relation with the previous government. In almost every election, India played a vital role here. Even High Commissioner of India, Bina Shikri, she was here. I think she was the foreign secretary then. She came here in Bangladesh, and she expressed India's view clearly that they were supporting Sheikh Hasina's regime, and they were expecting that Hasina will come back to power again and again. So there's a conflict between the understanding regarding Bangladesh between America and India, no doubt. But those days are past, because there was a huge uprising in Bangladesh, huge protests in Bangladesh. Students and people, they all came out. More than 1,000 people were killed. It was a real strong protest.
It is known to all what happened. But picture is that there is Donald Trump.
Yes.
There is Modi. And both are unpredictable characters.
Okay.
Even American people say that Donald Trump cannot be trusted in full. That is the main concern, because you know very well the person is a factor.
Yes.
What about the policy Republican has or the Democratic has? But here is Donald Trump. He does not care anything. He makes the policy. So it doesn't mean the American history of not to interfere this and that, and they have the legacy of the foreign policy. No. Person sometimes molds and remolds the foreign policy.
Yes.
And Trump is such a character. He will do it. So there is some sorts of phobia in Bangladesh also. So what America did in the past under the leadership of Joe Biden, and there was, you say, Blinken, there was Donald Lu, and others in the Peter Haas. But this setup is no more.
Yeah.
No more. So we believe that interim government and leadership of Professor Yunus should take precautions enough, having a very wonderful and vast and experienced diplomatic pool to deal with America and India. With these foreign ministry, these pools, very difficult to reach at the goals. He needs a special pool, how to deal with America, how to deal with India.
Okay.
That is the prime concern of the day. And thank you very much. We will meet you again very soon. Viewers, this is the time to go for short break. Viewers, we're back to the talk show, and this is the last part of this talk show. And this talk show is being sponsored with Crown Cement. And this is Sinhaim Saeed anchoring this very talk show. We are having talks with Mr. Ansar Uddin Khan Pathan. And Mr. Ansar Pathan is very vocal about the whole thing. Mr. Pathan, now the turn is to Bangladesh. We know that Bangladesh is passing a very critical juncture of its political life. And Professor Yunus, within the short span of time, 3 months, facing a lot of problems. And especially election is the first and prime concern of the government. And there are so many reform commissions, more than 10 commissions. And maybe in future there will be more and more, we don't know. But at this very moment, the leading political party is BNP, Bangladesh Nationalist Party. And its leaders Acting Chairman Tariq J, he is in London. He is London. He is not in a position to come back Bangladesh. There are maybe lots of problems. We don't know what will be the fate of these cases or these things. It is in the air. There is a conspiracy. This conspiracy, which has been uttered by Mirza Fakhrul, Secretary General of BNP, says -2 theory. It means Awami is no more and BNP is going to be no more. An election shall be held probably in 2027, as uttered by one of the advisors of Yunus government. What is your overall focus on these issues?
Thank you. What I think the mandate of the interim government to hold a free, fair election, and that election should be held very soon, no doubt. It's the expectation of the people. So people are eagerly waiting for a democratic government, no doubt. They have fought on the streets. It's not only for quota. Later on, there was one point demand, the resignation of the Prime Minister. Why resignation? There was no direct link with the quota and the resignation of Prime Minister. The resignation was raised, demand of resignation was raised just to hold a free and fair election soon, to have a democratic government. So I believe people here in Bangladesh will be not that happy if the caretaker government or the interim government delays its stay. Yes, presently they are working hard to have a conducive situation, a favorable situation here in Bangladesh. They are working on it. But once it is delayed, I believe the political parties will be not that happy, particularly the BNP, right now the biggest political party in Bangladesh. They will be not that happy with that delay. And once they come out, once they are agitated for this delay, so it will be another problem for the interim government to run, because already there are a lot of problems. Particularly, people are not happy with the price hike of commodities in the market, and go slow with the reform in various sectors. Particularly, they have 6 commissions so far, and they are going to have 4 more very soon. So all they are working, but they are going in a very slow pace. The results are not coming. The results are not that clear to the public yet what the interim government is doing. But 3 months' time, it's not very long. But they can stay for a few more months or even a year. It's my assumption. But 27, it will be too far. I think by declaring that officially that they will be staying till 27, they will be inviting more problems. There will be more instability in the society, because this government, it has got not organization on the field level. It's not a political party. It doesn't have any worker to work for them. It doesn't have any activists to work for them, because the students, they have owned the game. Yes, they have won the fight, but ultimately they are not that organized. So they will be disorganized. They will be going back to their universities and colleges. So the situation will change. So government needs much support. Government needs full support of the public.
So what is the importance of making the election search committee for the election commission? Because election reform commission has been formed with Mr. Budi Alam Mozumdar. They will all submit their report very soon. So before submitting the report, the government has already applied the law of the previous government, search commission, which was then highly criticized. Even Budi Alam Mozumdar himself criticized it, the formation of the election search committee. All these things are going on which are not very much conducive to have a very wonderful environment for election. Knowing all these things, the election commission, there should be election commission, there should be reorganization of the election commission. You need more than 12 lakhs people to organize the election. So there is a reason for professional representation, such committee talks. So without having talks with the political parties, all these things are going on. And they say that they will have the list from political parties or other parties, even the candidate also. So these are not welcome by the political parties, especially the BNP. And Jamaat Islam to some extent playing very mysterious role. And Jamaat also believes they have their own constituencies. They are also having thoughts. Maybe they are in a position to go to power if there is free and fair election. And the fear from the very mind of BNP is not clear at all whether there will be any chance of -2 theory or not. Then what is the importance of having the search committee at this very moment?
Yeah, for holding an election, the state must need an election commission. There must be an election commission, no doubt.
I am talking about the time.
Okay.
Before submitting the recommendations by the Election Reforms Commission,
Yeah.
initiative has been taken.
Yeah.
And there is a conflict also. Even Bodhilal Muslim himself criticized it. Why it's so early? Let it become then. And that is the question. The government, to some extent, taking so many measures which are not the reflections of free and fair elections in the coming days.
Okay, I don't think so, because I don't know why Badial Majumdar raised a question. So submitting a report, yes, that might bring a change in the election process in Bangladesh. But I don't think that Mr. Majumdar would say that the state doesn't need any election commission. There must be an election commission. Now the question is how the election is going to
He did not say it. He is in favor of it. But the question is,
why it's so early?
So early, before submitting the recommendation, the election commissions.
Okay.
There may be some sorts of recommendation there.
Yes.
But by passing that recommendation condition, you are just applying the law, which was passed by the previous government,
Yes.
which was highly criticized by all the political parties, including Bodhilal Muslimdar.
Okay. I don't know whether BNP has criticized it or not. But it is already 3 months of this interim government. It has to show some respect to its promise to hold an election. But what I think that, okay, constituting an commission, election commission, with the decent people of the land, real respected people of the land, it's not a violation. The state can run with the previous arrangements, but if there is any recommendation comes out, then government can change it whenever it wishes. But this is a commitment to hold an election, so this is the start. Just constituting this such committee doesn't mean that it has gone far, but this is the start. I personally think it is not a problem. So if the situation is different, if the proposal is different, government can change anytime. And they are still searching. They have not yet constituted. And other than the general election, there are a lot of other elections in the local government elections. So I don't know whether the government will be running other elections before the general election. So the need of election commission is always there. The previous commission has already gone. It's not there. They have resigned, all the chairman and the members. So it is vacant now, the election commission. So I think an independent state should have an election commission all the time. The government might come and go, but election commission should be there unless...
My last asking to you, students who played a vital role in the anti-discrimination movement, and they are trying to have a new political party. And if the tribe member, it means they will be given time to float a party and build up a party. So there is a lot of apprehension from the opposition political parties. The government may sponsor a political party or may back a political party. Do you think if anything happens, it will be discrimination to the political parties?
Yes, it will be clear discrimination to the political parties. I think it will go against the intention, will, and expectation of the public.
And thank you very much. Expectation of the political parties. And thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, we are about to end this talk show, and next time, maybe in sometime in the coming days, I will invite you again. Viewers, we are about to end this talk show, and before ending this talk show, I have to summarize as usual what my guests uttered, commented, and viewed about the questions and askings in the talk shows. Regarding America, Mr. Ansar Uddin Khan Pathan is very much vocal what is happening in America, and Trump is the product of the Electoral College of America. What the policy Trump will take, it is up to him. But his coming to the office of the President of America means the debacle in the popularity and support of the Democratic Party. And mainly the Muslims are not supporting the current party because of the Israel issues. And taking all these things together, Trump is in chair now. And what Trump will do, let us see in the past, in the coming days, because Trump has good relations with Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India. And these two persons, sometimes called unpredictable character in the field of politics. And many things may take place, good and bad doesn't matter. And it is also believed the foreign policy of America has a consistency and continuity. It is believed. But it also believed the person so well the chair of the American president, he has some vision and mission, and he can have some changes in the foreign policy, whatever the policy you have. For the sake of national interest, he will define what is national interest. He thinks what is national interest, because he is in a position to say, to put an end to the Ukraine war. And definitely Trump feel free because his friend is there. At the same time, America-Bangladesh relations may have some sorts of fluctuating situation, because Dr. Yunus has tremendous relations with the Democratic Party, and this time Trump has won not the presidency of USA but also the Congress, upper chamber and lower chamber, lower house. At the same time, most of the governors. So there is a tremendous shift of power in America. And this is America, not the America of Democratic Party. It's America of Trump. And that is the question, what type of relationship Professor Dr. Yunus, a Nobel laureate, and who is a very darling child of America. It is yet to be seen what type of behavior this government shall have from America. At the same time, my guest also believes, Mr. Ansaruddin Khan Pathan, that what is taking place in Bangladesh is not so promising, is not so frustrating, because Election Commission is going to be reconstituted very soon. And the political party is in fear that they blamed openly if there is a conspiracy of -2 theory. It means Awami League is no more and BNP is going to be cornered very soon. And that is the picture at this very moment. So they say they will compel the government to declare the date of election very soon. Otherwise, they will have their own choice. So signal is not good at all. And thank you very much. We'll meet you again in the next talk show.